everyone, so today I am back with a book review video on The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. And as I showed you guys in my book haul video, I said that I was really interested in checking this book out because it had some amazing reviews on Amazon. Like I said in my book haul video, it was 5 out of 5 stars, and I don't think I've seen that with any other book so far. There are a lot of great books that have like 4.5 stars out of 5, but it is so hard to have sold so many copies and for everyone who's purchased it and read it have given it 5 out of 5 stars. That really does say a lot about the book. So when I first picked it up though, I had no idea what it was about, and when I started reading it, I was a little bit nervous because it was about cancer patients. And I thought, oh no, here we go. I just got done reading a depressing story, and this sort of sounded like Jodi Picoult's My Sister's Keeper. And that book was written so beautifully, but at the same time, it's not a book that I would want to read again. But because it had such great ratings, I decided to give it a shot anyway. And I was so wrong with my first impression. Now, our main character spent her whole life pretty much trying to put up a strong facade. She doesn't like crying in front of other people or showing pain because she doesn't want to put a burden on them and be that person to bring everyone down. She actually is very smart, very wise, and same for her friend, which then later becomes her boyfriend, Augustus. They're both really mature and they have a great sense of humor. And it's very cleverly written. The first 10 to 20 pages were slow for me, but not every book can start off with a really great attention grabber, so that's okay. Once Hazel drags herself out of her room, she goes to the support group. She meets Augustus, and Isaac is introduced, which is their mutual friend. It gets a lot better. What sets these characters apart from characters in other stories that are going through cancer or any kind of illness is that these characters are very mature, and they don't let it consume their lives. I mean, Hazel walks around with an oxygen tank, and it's pretty clear to everyone that there's something wrong with her health. But it doesn't stop her from being who she is. She's going to do what she wants to do and enjoy her life as best as she can. I really like this type of communication that Hazel and Augustus share. No one else really understands their kind of humor and the way they speak to one another. It's very profound, and they just truly are soulmates. Hazel is 16 years old and Augustus is 17, although it seems like they're a lot more mature than that, probably because they've been through so much in their lives that they had to grow up fast. John Green does an excellent job in making the reader really think about the story by using a lot of metaphors and similes. At one point when Hazel is talking to Isaac, he says that he understands where she's coming from, that she worries that Augustus might Monica her, and she thinks to herself, she doesn't say this out loud, but she says to herself that she actually doesn't want to Isaac him. And I'm not going to explain what that means because that would give away some of the things that happen, and I try to avoid that as much as possible in my book reviews. But it is very clever. There's a lot of metaphor and simile in this book, and I don't find that a lot in contemporary novels. So I do feel like this book is an amazing work of art. It really gets you thinking, and you feel like you know the characters so well. What's most impressive about this book is that the author was able to portray the ugliness of cancer. You can see every stage that these characters are going through, all the medication they have to go through, and you really, like I said, really see and experience the ugliness of the disease. But at the same time, it's not disturbing, it's not depressing, and it's just somehow, with the way it's written, it keeps the reader around wanting more. Green was able to build a bridge between us as readers to the characters Hazel and Augustus, because they have this book that they really, really love, and they track down the author because they wanted a sequel to this book because it just ends abruptly. Kind of how this story ends. I'm not going to say how, but it does leave you wanting more. And that just kind of drew me closer to the characters. If you have not checked out this book, The Fault in Our Stars, I highly recommend it. It is so clever, it is beautiful, it's full of humor, excitement, sadness, romance, all tied into one little book. I wish it was longer because he did such a good job in writing this book. It left me wanting more. So I give this 5 out of 5 stars. I hope this review was helpful to those of you who have not read the book and are debating on whether or not you should read it. I definitely recommend it. If you've read the book, leave a comment below. Let me know what you thought of it. And I will talk to you guys next time in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.